Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ESL MKX Pro League Season 1 Finals, presented by Xbox. Over the past 8 weeks, we've had players from all around the world competing for this top 16 slot to compete for the largest prize pool MK has ever seen, $100,000. My name is Dustin Kane. Of course, joining me is Brian Compton and our friends from the EU, Jake and Ryan Neal, Ketchup and Mustard.
How's it going, everyone? Thank you very much, Dustin. I mean, we're both insanely happy to be here with the Europe guys. We have 5 European guys, 2 other Europeans from the International Mortal Kombat Cup, and they're all here. They're all to play for the massive sum of money that is the 100K. And there's hundreds upon hundreds of players that have entered these tournaments from the beginning. 2 months later, here we are, 16 are left, and it's going to be a bloodbath.
$100,000, easily the biggest prize pot we have seen in competitive Mortal Kombat history, and only 16 players left worldwide are eligible to actually stand a chance at winning even a piece of that. And
I mean, they've been grinding for weeks. We've watched it from the EU, from the NA. It's been incredible. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who's gonna win?
I have no idea, and that's what makes it so good.
It's true.
But going into this, thank you very much to Razer for sponsoring the ESL Mortal Kombat X Pro League. There are Razer Aatrox arcade sticks, not only available in the prediction point system that we do every time, but also in our raffle that will be taking place throughout the night. You can go to esl.gg/MKX raffle, where there are Razer Aatrox sticks, headsets, and also a custom-made Predator-style Xbox One.
Obviously, the Aatrox Razer fight stick used by one of our entrants today, Perfect Legend, and also, as you guys say many times, the designated arcade stick of Joshua Gray here at ESL.
Shout out to the Clutch. Yeah. Now, of course, Brian.
Yes, sir.
We can't have a tournament without a bracket.
We cannot. Today, we are not going with the single elimination format like we have typically done in the past. It will be a traditional double elimination bracket. Very exciting. Once again, 7 guys from North America, 5 guys from Europe, 2 guys from Russia, and of course we have our 2 MK Cup qualifiers. This is just going to be absolutely exciting.
Now all of these matches leading up to losers and winners finals will be 2 out of 3, and then of course the finals will be 3 out of 5, with respectively grand finals being best of 7. In case of a reset, we will have that reset again, another best of 7.
So best of 7 being a set we haven't seen at ESL since the Fans' Choice tournament a month ago,
correct.
Where we saw Foxy Grandpa manage to take it over Nivek in one of the greatest final sets we've seen in the ESL leagues. But
I still love Nivek. He's like one of my favorite players.
But the Fans' Choice tournament was just one hype moment from the whole of Season 1 so far. So for those of you at home that may have missed some of the best moments from Season 1 of the Pro League, we put together a little highlight reel for you to watch now to see exactly what you're about to watch today.
Now, we've had incredible moments throughout the season, both NA and EU, but I feel as though the greatest moments are still yet to come. I mean, these guys have brought their best, and we're going to see it today.
It's when you have the crazy tournament pressure where, the second the big money's on the line, that's where, the top player excels. There's a difference between good player and world-class player.
Over the last 8 weeks, if there's one time to bring it, it is now. This is where the money is. This is where the 8 weeks of grinding and, the stress and the anxiety and this, the passion is all going to, come to a head today. This is where they have to bring it.
Now, for the NA side, we have 2 people that were definitely
online warriors.
We had Crawling Shadow and Crazy Steady. And they were kind of, our dark horse in the NA. And then, of course, we have our tournament veterans, Offline Scene, Pig of the Hut, Perfect Legend,
Rio, MK9 Legend, for sure.
Big D. These are very, very solid players that have been consistent not only through ESL, but as well as all the tournaments, Offline, Combo Breaker, CEO, the Commonwealth. I mean,
for years.
These are tried and true veterans. But of course,
we got to talk about it.
I mean, we could talk about it. So there's one player from NA that has definitely been a little more dominant than the others.
Sonic Fox. Let's talk about this guy for a second.
Let's go and talk about Sonic Fox.
Prodigy.
The 8 weeks of Season 1, Sonic Fox has by far been the most dominant in NA. This guy has had, obviously he was your Fatal 8 champion, so he was a winner right from the off, winning some big money, really sort of, kicking a nice amount of momentum into the Pro League. And here he is today, #1 seed in America, mid-season showdown winner as well. So, it's going to be hard to take this guy down today.
But that's what makes him so threatening, is not just the online presence, but the offline presence. He had it for multiple games, Mortal Kombat 9, Injustice, and keeping that streak going with Mortal Kombat X.
His comfort zone is everywhere. That's it. Like, there is not one situation this guy is not ready.
And we've seen it before in the league where Brian and I were commentating, and he would bait out everything that was new to him.
Yeah.
For instance, an X-ray that no one had ever done. He's just like, I'm pretty sure it's going to come out right now. And he baits it out, and he punishes every single time. And that's what's really impressive as well. I want to know, there's 2 other people from NA that are technically champions as well in MK, and that's Rio. And PL.
Perfect Legend. Back-to-back EVO champion, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while since he's been really dominant.
Yeah.
Sonic Fox kind of took that crown, obviously, but we could see them square off today. So.
But we're going to have to if they both want to win that money. I mean, that's just it. I mean, obviously, it's a top 4 payout today, but first place $60,000. Like, there is a significant margin in money from first to second. Like,
it's
a
life-changing. It is a life-changing sum of money.
Definitely.
I mean, that's all through the contributions towards crowdfunding the Sub-Zero skin. Everyone at home contributing towards that, making it what it is. And it's before the end of the night. A champion's going to be crowned, and only one person is going to walk away with that.
Now, of course, we've seen Sonic Fox lose before. He isn't completely unbeatable. He lost in the ESL online bracket to Killstreak. Shout out to him. He's the only person that was actually able to stop him online. Then, of course, Dizzy was able to take him out at Combo Breaker.
And then more recently.
At CEO.
Mr. MK Rio.
Rio was actually able to take him out.
Here today.
His first opponent.
His first opponent. That's going to be incredible. Now, we obviously aren't the only ones with opinions on Sonic Fox. We definitely caught up with him before this tournament. So let's see what everyone else has to say.
Sonic Fox is a prodigy. He's great at everything he puts his mind to, except when it comes to beating me at winners finals at EVO.
Pig, if I had $1 for every time it took you to get out of pools in an NRS game, I'd have 0.
Man, Sonic Fox starting out super strong, just going in, getting the combos, pushing him to the corner. Sonic Fox is good, but this is godlike.
PL, your dancing's actually really good. Too bad your coming out's not the same.
2 rounds away from grand finals once again, which is obviously a huge redemption for him from last week,
which was 105th.
Yeah, not where he wants to be, indeed.
What a block.
Yeah, great block,
What a block.
And now Takeda's in the corner still. Oh, man.
This is a flawless.
Sonic who? Oh, that furry kid. I'm taking him down.
Taco's talking about, oh, Sonic who? I'm about to beat him. This random's about to go 0-2 in this tournament.
Already from Sonic Fox.
Oh my goodness, what a confirm.
Yeah.
If you ask me my opinion on Sonic Fox, I don't know, I'd say, yeah, he's alright.
Foxy Grandpa's talking about, oh, he's alright. Like his Kung Lao at the last 2 majors.
Oh my! And there it is, he bet it all. He bet it all on the X-ray, unfortunately. And how is Sonic Fox so how does he know? He's baited every single parry.
I am CR Sonic Fox, and nobody's going to understand true madness until they play me.
Every time. Every time I see that, first of all, the C-Walk from PL just kills me.
Oh, that's too much.
Highlight
Every
video by
single
far.
time.
Yeah.
So Sonic Fox is talking about, and we've seen it before in tournament where players will say, oh, like, I'll beat you. But then they actually get to play Sonic Fox, and it's a completely different story. And he's a very overwhelming person to fight.
He's probably the most confident player in the NRS community right now. But it's confidence that's been earned through months and months, years of success. Like, this guy is through and through a prodigy. This guy started out 14, 15, like when he first started competing. And here he is on like a 10, 11th month win streak in Injustice, I believe. Current world champion for MK9 and Injustice.
EVO
and here today,
yeah.
#1 seed.
Yeah.
Right. I think he has a little bit of the Wong factor, too. I think when people sit down next to him, they're like, oh, man, I had to play Sonic Fox. So I do think that may play a role here today.
So this is really interesting because you mentioned it earlier. There's technically 3 champions for NA NRS.
That's what massively excites me about this tournament because for me, it's the rivalry between Sonic Fox and Perfect Legend. Because Perfect Legend really was the original world champion for Mortal Kombat. Two-time Evolution champion, using Kung Lao in both those tournaments, winning both of them. And then here comes Sonic Fox, basically takes that mantle of most dominant player for Mortal Kombat, takes it away from him. But they're both here today, and this is the most money that either of them have ever played for. So, you know, if one of them is going to take that title away from the other, there's a lot of money on it too. You know, it's not just money, it's pride. That's
true, and obviously we can't forget about Rio, but the NA, our region is not the only one here. Let's be honest. You guys might have something to say about that. I mean, the EU is here in full force as well.
The EU guys, it's like, you know, it's going to be hard not to be biased today from our perspective because there are guys.
We're biased all the time.
All the time.
We've seen these guys grind and practice and play in the 8 weeks as well, obviously from Europe. We've got Nivek, the Greek Thunder God himself, #2 of the Fans' Choice Tournament, dominant player offline in Greece. Greece's national champion for not only MKX, but Injustice as well.
We also have Madzin, and for those that may be unaware about Madzin, not only a really strong Sub-Zero player in MKX, but the noob Cybot player of Mortal Kombat 9. The only noob Cybot player in the world that ever took it at a big tournament and beat some really good players. You know, went to, you know, big tournaments in America, did well for himself there.
Then we've got Fasol, Mitsuones, too. Again, our online warriors, the guys that have, you know, obviously a lot of people might assume you need a massive background in fighting games, offline experience to play and compete. These guys, you know, it's from bedroom to Burbank. They've practiced at home. They thought, yeah, I've got pretty good, so I'm going to play online. And here they are now in Los Angeles playing for this like colossal amount of money from just online play and nothing more.
Yeah, and you were telling me about Fasol, and I mean, Big D is kind of the same situation where they never really won, but they were consistently in the top 4, always playing very well every single week. They were able to bring it, and that's why they're here now. And Fasol is technically your Big D of NA.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously he placed a mean Tempest Kung Lao. This guy brings it every week. He improves every week. And this is, you know, this is the final of Season 1. So he has to bring it today.
I'm really curious to see how the typically online guys are going to fare in this offline event against a lot of these guys who have a lot of offline experience.
Yeah,
we see a lot of upsets. Sorry, but we have many situations where it'll either go two ways. If you have a player that is used to mainly only playing online, it'll either be they surprise everybody and just stay composed, or it's overwhelming for them, you know, and they don't play at their best. But there's been a lot of prep time for these guys. Well, across the pond, you have your own Fox. The one person we have not mentioned, and that's a Foxy Grandpa, and he... one of our own guys, we claim him.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have him.
Gamer tag in the game.
You can have him. Now, Foxy has been ridiculously dominant over basically every week that he's played. The only week he didn't win was when he came here for the fan choice.
And then he won that.
And then he won that anyways.
And the other week he didn't enter was for DreamHack for the MK Cup qualifier.
Which he won
as well.
And then when he went to the MK Cup finals last week in Paris, he then won that. So
what is it
Mortal
for
Kombat
you
Cup champion.
That you think, why is Foxy Grandpa so dominant?
Composure and amazing just confidence, good reads, and solid play. Like, he has his own set of rules that he sticks to.
Composure above all. I mean, we saw the Fans' Choice Finals, Nivek versus Foxy. Nivek took 7 straight games off Foxy in Grand Finals on the loser's side. Match point against Foxy in all of the 4 games that he somehow managed to keep composed, pull it back, and win the whole tournament. Not many players in the world, for any fighting game, can be down that much with that much money on the line and keep it together and win.
But there was also, worth pointing out, with Buzzsaw Kung Lao.
Right.
He has now switched to Tempest, which has now, as the character has developed, been seen as the strongest variation of the 3. So he's now coming here. Last time he was in America, he won ESL. He lost Commonwealth, but again, Buzzsaw Kung Lao. Now he's playing Tempest. So he has a much stronger chance today, especially with this competition as well. It's a question of whether people can be ready for that caliber of Kung Lao.
Well, let's see what our Fox, as well as the rest of the players, have to say about a Foxy Grandpa.
Foxy Grandpa is only good because he has part of my name in it. But take that out and he becomes only a withered old grandpa.
Again, the same combo now, slightly less damage. Oh, does intercept with the spin. Wonderful use from Foxy. Will he use the... Not quite the conversion. Oh, here we go. What was that?
Foxy Grandpa? I heard about that guy. Once.
He's not going to break. Oh! 3-2! I just saw Foxy reel back in his chair as soon as he hit that. Like, the hugest sigh of relief.
A Foxy Grandpa. We ain't bad. For a Brit.
He drops the combo again. Oh no, unfortunately he does have the meat spin as well. He is looking at a really hard situation here. This will take it. He gets the grab just like that. Foxy is your 3rd winner in a row. But what a set.
Foxy Grandpa beat me at the fan choice, but I'm looking forward to a run back.
What a read on the dive kick. He knows that the low hat is a problem. But he does hit a full corner combo. He has no breaker available. What will this do? Is this everything Foxy needs? One more hit will take it. One more hit will take it. This is going to be hard for him to pull through. He can't really get out of this. So much chip will take him, and that will take this tournament. Foxy Grandpa from the UK is your winner.
Right. Mitsu only owns when Grandpa doesn't enter. Crawling Shadow, how do I spell that? Is it D-A, no, hold on, K-I-R, don't worry, I won't even bother with him. Who next? PL, yes, I have respect for you, my Shaolin brethren. And Sonic Fox, shut up, you're like 12.
I can't.
What do you say to that?
Do it.
So
we thought we were going to be composed after that.
No,
one. We practiced so many times.
Yeah. There's no composure after that. So again, Foxy Grandpa is right now the most dominant player in ESL.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, there is Europe, as we have so many good players here. We have people like Taco as well. You know, Lowland Lions own Taco with a really strong Sub-Zero, been doing really well for himself. One of the qualifiers for the MK Cup, along with Master VHD, really strong Kano. But we can't forget about the CIS guys.
No,
Absolutely,
we cannot.
Definitely.
I mean, huge shouts, you know, back over in Poland for Atari and Flet, the two CIS casters that we're doing their rebroadcast. Really amazing stuff from those guys. They've put in such an amazing job, you know, repping Russia. Surely those guys are proud of them.
Speaking of Russia,
two players.
Flet
here today.
Not Flet, sorry. La.
Flet's a commentator, he's not playing.
Even though Flet is a player, I know. But La, the #1, he won the mid-season showdown for CIS. He also won the regional final, so he basically won everything there was to win for CIS. But then you've got Cheap Eddie, the Johnny Cage specialist through and through. Like, much like Pick of the Hut with Kenshi, this guy knows Johnny Cage in and out. All three variations, very matchup dependent. Again, which is, he's playing to Mortal Kombat X very well when you take your character to that level. But then you've got La, our dark horse of the tournament.
Yeah, we talked about that quite a bit.
Yeah, we did.
And we also think that possibly the other regions could be kind of sleeping on Russia. Maybe they don't know as much about them, or they're honestly not worried about it.
It's definitely something that you don't want to do. Obviously, you never want to underestimate someone in any tournament, even if you recognize the name, maybe if you don't recognize the name. However, La is very good with a very good character. If
Hollywood
you sleep on
Cassie
La
Cage.
and you underestimate Russia, Russia will destroy you, and that's what it's going to
Now,
come down to.
none of this would be possible at all if it wasn't for the great minds over at NetherRealm. And fortunately for us, we actually have Ed Boon here, and he's standing by with Clutch. Take it away.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm Joshua Gray, your host for today's tournament, joined by the co-creator of Mortal Kombat and the creative director of NetherRealm Studios, Mr. Ed Boon. Ed, great to have you back.
I can't tell you how happy we are to be here. I cannot wait to get started here. This is going to be an exciting time.
Last time you were here was for the Fatal 8 tournament. It was an awesome time. Since then, Mortal Kombat X has been a huge hit. Tell us about the success of the game.
Well, you know, the last game that we did, Mortal Kombat in 2011, which we call Mortal Kombat 9, was, you know, to our surprise, the biggest selling Mortal Kombat game. You know, 20-something years of it, which who's going to guess that? And so I thought, okay, that's where we peak right there. And then this game comes along and so far has actually outperformed Mortal Kombat 9. So unbelievable, 20-plus years and this game is still going strong, so couldn't be excited.
We love it, but congratulations on that success, and we get to see it here today. And you've been able to attend a number of different tournaments in the U.S. We've seen a lot of tournaments around the world. What's that been like for you to see these competitors play for such big prize pools?
Well, it's overwhelming. I mean, again, $100,000. I mean, you know, that's just, I can't imagine what's going through these guys' heads, you know, possibly getting $60,000 for the winner, which is amazing. But it's really like looking at the game from a completely different set of eyes. You know, we really, these guys are able to dissect the game into moments that, you know, nobody even on our design team, they're doing things that we would never have dreamed. So it's just a great, great feeling to see people embrace the game, really kind of, you know, break it down to like the smallest details.
And we continue to see amazing type of meta in play, and also a lot of new vocab terms for a lot of people that are new to fighting games.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot as well, and
yeah.
it's really fun to see that type of growth through all these players,
Exactly.
and also for the audience.
Yeah.
Another big thing, another big success during the launch of MKX was the Sub-Zero Blue Steel skin,
Yes.
which helped the Mortal Kombat X competitive scene, other tournaments around the world, especially here at ESL. How successful has this been, and what does that success mean to NetherRealm?
Well, it's been multiple times what our highest expectations or estimates would have been as far as, you know, the amount of money that's generated. And basically, you know, that money goes into tournaments to continue supporting. So that really means that, you know, we're going to have these kind of big events off into the horizon into next year, and that's going to be, it's just going to really make the competitive scene that much more intense, that much more hype. We can't wait to see the kind of crazy events that are going to come out of this.
We're looking forward to it. We're also looking forward to look at some Predator today. Now, unfortunately, Predator is not available in the tournament because he was released on Tuesday, but we do have a special surprise. Right before the grand finals, we will have a Predator tag team show match featuring Hitbox Tyrant playing as Carl Weathers Jax, and EGP Wonder Chef will be representing Predator. What does this mean for you and the NetherRealm Studios to release such an iconic character?
Everybody at NetherRealm, we're children of movies from the 80s and 90s, and so Predator has been such a represented so much with us before. The Sub-Zero spine rip, that was actually inspired from, Predator. And so this is like a really great full circle moment where, it's so fun to put these iconic characters into the game with the characters that we created. And so it's just a great moment.
Also, I want to give a special shout out to your design team for sound. They do such a fantastic job. Really well done. I really expect to see a lot of awards being won for NetherRealm Studios next year. Fantastic work to the sound design team at NetherRealm. All right, Ed. Earlier on this week, we had a very special trailer we released where our very own technical director, Brett Beeling, also the master behind the Combat Class series, had a special delivery. And in that delivery was a symbol worthy of a champion. And it's time to reveal that symbol. Ed, if you'll do me the honors, please.
Yes, I'm very happy. The first time I saw this, I was completely blown away. I love this belt. This is the first time we're seeing it. As far as so the winner gets this. The winner gets this as well as $60,000. I hear the guys talking back there. They said, I want that belt. I don't care about the money. I want that belt, so, which is great.
Well, there we have it, folks. That is the championship belt that will be awarded to the first place winner, along with $60,000 and a custom-made Predator-style Xbox One. Ed, thank you so much for joining us. That does it for our pregame show. Huge congratulations to everybody at NetherRealm. And that does it, folks. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the ESL MKX Pro League Season 1 Finals presented by Xbox begins. Stay tuned.